Hey everyone, we are talking about hypnotic age regression, regression to cause. This is the 5th video in our little series on this topic, and in this video, I'm gonna get Mike to talk to you about future pacing and calibrating, basically the idea that you need to check your work to make sure that you've fixed a client's problem. So let's begin.
All right, future pacing is checking your work to make sure that in a future occasion, it's not all going to fall apart. I'm amazed at how many otherwise sane and powerful hypnotists make this mistake. So many of them are afraid to check their work. Do you know why that is?
Because maybe they lack confidence?
Yeah, they're afraid it hasn't worked. Well, isn't it better to find out it hasn't worked in your office while the client's still there instead of getting a phone call a week later with them freaking out because it didn't work?
Or negative reviews online and telling all their friends how crappy you are. No, I'm kidding.
Who needs that?
That won't happen. That won't happen because you're getting good training here.
Correct. So you future pace. And here's how you do it. You've cleared up the past and the person is afraid of snakes. And the last one he saw was when he was playing golf in Dominican Republic. A huge snake went across in front of him. He freaked out, was traumatized. So we've cleared the snake phobia, going right back to cause, the initial sensitizing event and the activating event. It all falls apart. We know it's gone, but we have to check and make sure that the next time the person sees a snake, nothing bad happens. Now, I recommend you do this while still in trance. You can do it at the end of the session when they're awake, but it's probably better to do it in trance because then if you have to do more work, you don't have to put them back in. They're already there.
Makes sense.
So you say to the person, and what will happen? I want you to imagine when you're back at the Dominican Republic or some other golf course, open it up wide, and a huge snake crawls across so close it goes right over your foot. What will happen? Now, when I ask this, I am calibrating. I'm looking at the person's external analog behavior to see if there's any of the old phobia there. I want the person like this. Nothing will happen. You know, it's not a poisonous snake, and they're not wrestling a king cobra to the ground. We're talking about harmless snakes in this case. And when the person tells me that nothing will happen, and they say it congruently, they're able to smile about it as they're in trance, I know the work is complete. So now I'll give a lot of positive suggestions and bring them out. Now let's suppose you've ended your trance and then you future pace it because you forgot. Just ask them, what will happen next time you run into a snake? What if I open the drawer here and there's a huge snake and I took it out? Watch the person. If they go like this or something, they'll go, there's no snake in that drawer. It's not gonna happen. I'll be fine. Then you know you're fine. Otherwise, dip them back into trance, do some more work. The future pace will tell you if your work is done or if there's still more to be done.
All right, now we can also talk about other examples. So we've talked about snake phobias, for example, in this series a bit, but another one would be somebody making a presentation at work.
Perfect.
People get all kinds of anxiety around and this isn't a phobia, this is an anxiety about a future event now. I have to make a presentation at work and it's gonna be horrible, whatever it is. Now, if they had a bad, embarrassing experience in their childhood,
we're going to clear that first. Yeah. We're always going to clear the cause if there is an initial sensitizing event. But anxieties are funny things. Sometimes you can't find an initial cause. It's purely a future event that they're afraid of. But let's say we've cleared it. Now we say to the person, and on Thursday, when you go into the office and the boss calls on you to stand up with the flip chart in front of the group and do your talk on whatever, sales or whatever it is, how will you feel? Go there in your mind now. You want them to go there and the person will go, oh, I'll feel freaking amazing. I'll be empowered. This will be easy. Then you've checked your work.
All right, so that is future pacing, calibration. It's an easy thing. It's something that every hypnotherapist, hypnotist should be doing when they're checking their work, whether it be after doing hypnotic age regression, regression to cause, or really for any change work. If you were doing timeline work, if you were doing the rewind technique for a vasphobia cure, if you were doing whatever it is, check your work. And you'll have a better success as a hypnotherapist. Your clients will get a better result.
And if you check your work, the check won't bounce.
That's good. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is Mike Mandel. I'm Chris Thompson. We run the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. Check the links in the description below this video, and you'll see where you can also sign up for the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy. You can subscribe to our videos on YouTube and ring the bell so that you're always notified when we publish new ones. Thanks again, and good night.